This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:52, time to get you ready to take on your Monday and the work week in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles has details on the head-to-head rallies held by Donald Trump and President Biden over the weekend.
Allison Martinez in studio breaking down a new survey from Spokane Public Schools.
But first, let's get over to Mark with your forecast to help you prepare for the work week.
All right, today is starting out pretty nice in our First Alert weather, but that First Alert weather app, still valid, still free, still in the App Store. 36, clear sky to start, but we're going to see clouds moving in. 38 into Coeur d'Alene, so everybody's mild. We're going to warm up to 48 for us, 45 into Coeur d'Alene. We're going to have 57 into the Tri-Cities, heading to Ritzville, 50 degrees. We'll be near 50. We'll see some 50s around the region, but our high today, 48, with afternoon showers starting up, it looks like about 4 o'clock this afternoon, so get ready for that. That'll take us overnight.
This is what's left of a car hit by a woman Spokane police say was driving drunk. Police say around 10:15 Saturday night, police saw a reckless driver on Sprague approaching Havana Street, driving too fast with no headlights. The car, driven by 30-year-old Cheyenne Bailey, struck that vehicle at a red light. The victim was hospitalized with serious injuries. Bailey was arrested for DUI, driving without a required ignition interlock device, and later assaulting nurses at the hospital.
We have new details on the man found dead at the top of Lookout Pass last week. An official with the ski resort told us the man suffered a heart attack while riding a chairlift. The chairlift operator saw the man slumped over in the seat on his way up the mountain. They initially thought he fell asleep, but when he didn't wake up, they immediately began performing CPR. So they also attempted to use an AED device, administering 3 shocks, but never received a response. We still don't know his identity or age.
President Biden is in New Hampshire today. He's expected to discuss health care costs. It's one of 8 planned visits to swing states for the president. Today's visit comes after the president and Donald Trump faced off in competing campaign rallies this weekend in Georgia, a potentially decisive state this November. Biden continuing the themes raised at his State of the Union, including the fight for democracy, while Trump taking aim at Biden's immigration policies. Coverage on the competing campaign rallies is coming up next on Good Morning America.
Washington's presidential primary is tomorrow. Voters are being asked to choose one party, and your mail-in ballots will need to be postmarked by March 12th, tomorrow, to count. Ballot boxes and voting centers will close at 8 tomorrow night. And you can find more information on primary election day on KXLY.com/forthepeople.
The city of Spokane is getting financial aid from the state for mental health, public safety, homeless shelters, and more. While dealing with a $50 million budget shortfall, $4 million will be available to help transition people who are homeless from the Trent Resource and Assistance Center, or TRAC, to smaller warming shelters. Julie Garcia with Jules Helping Hands, a homeless advocacy group, says people moving to smaller shelters could save taxpayers money. For more details on where the financial aid will be allocated, you can find this story on KXLY.com.
Rogers High School notified its families that there were possible bed bugs in the school. Following testing on Thursday, the school says that traps revealed there were no bed bugs. They would continue to test. We spoke with a local bed bug exterminator who says bed bugs are excellent hitchhikers, which is why they are able to spread so quickly. If those bugs make it into your home, call a professional to chemically treat your home. If you buy used furniture, do a thorough check before bringing it into your house.
The Spokane Public School District wants your feedback. After its failed bond, the school board is deciding how and when a new bond would appear on a ballot. Money from the bond would go toward rebuilding 2 outdated schools and updating several others. The school district has put out an anonymous survey. They are encouraging staff, parents, and voters to chime in. You have until March 13th to get your voice heard. For more information on how you can participate, visit our website, KXLY.com.
Well, this morning, the long-running Glen Da Academy is closed for good, ending its time in downtown Spokane Friday night after 55 years. The family-owned academy on Riverside Avenue helped train local beauty stylists. The property is now up for sale.
Did you remember to spring forward yesterday? U.S. clocks turned back at 2 Sunday morning, or rather moved forward at 2 o'clock Sunday morning, giving us an extra hour of sunlight but robbing us of an hour of sleep. 2 years ago, the Senate passed the Sunshine Protection Act, which would have kept daylight saving time year-round, but that did not pass the House.
The stars came out for Hollywood's biggest night. Oppenheimer winning big at this year's 96th Academy Awards. The blockbuster movie taking home 7 Oscars. Poor Things taking home trophies in several design categories. Emma Stone winning Best Actress, and brother and sister duo Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell setting the record as the youngest two-time Oscar winners at the ages of 22 and 26. You can see a complete list of all the nominees and winners right now on our website, KXLY.com. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast with Mark coming up right after this.